Excuse me. Bring the buckets here one by one before you release it, JJ. You don't worry about that anymore. Okay, we're releasing fish today for the long life of His Holiness Dalai Lama and Kepche Khenso Rinpoche, Kepche Jamba Yeshe Rinpoche, Kepche Lhasa Rinpoche, and all the great lamas. May they have long life, health, and expert growth, further growth. Also, we dedicate for the growth of TKL and the animal shelter that we may be of tremendous benefit in rescuing many animals in the future and tremendous help in the future. We're doing it for this dedication.
The net must put, don't stuck. They have this one. Careful stuck on the net.
Don't fall down.
We stuck them in the net. It's okay. One more.
You should have gone on top of the bridge.
Okay, lower it down, lower. Look, see.
Okay,
the third one is very heavy. The third one very heavy. Okay, the third one is very heavy. David.
Pull it up, JJ.
Yeah, they give the fish food.
Oh, food.
Okay, another one is coming. Let's have a look. We stay here. Let's have a look.
We should do this once a month. Animal liberation. Look here.
No, stay long like this.
Okay, wait.
Stay like this.
I look here.
Yes, hold here. This one hold here. Baby hold.
Okay, keep it down.
Okay, wait.
Careful.
Don't throw yet.
Don't throw your food down.
Okay.
Don't hold me.
Lower down now. Okay, lower down.
Oh, they're eating.
chef. We don't get to take the food. We come. Chef. Well, you take on that side, you give also on that side. Some here, some here. We go all around, we give a lot to the feet. Okay, thank you. You come when you finish, come back in more. Okay. You follow him, take pictures. We have to do this once a month. Well, we're going to have to do this in KH once a month. We're going to have an animal day. And that's what we're going to do is we're going to have Suming, Liaison Suming, be in charge of organizing the fish to be purchased from slaughter, because they're actually purchased from the wet market where they're going to be slaughtered. So they're going to be purchased from where they're slaughtered, and they're going to be brought over here, and then our Dharma students, brothers and sisters, they're going to bless them by reciting medicine Buddha's mantra and a good motivation. And after we do that, the rest of us will come here and we'll release the fishes like we did today. And also we'll feed the turtles. And the reason for doing that is to create awareness, not to always use, abuse, and eat other beings, but to save their lives. And as I said earlier, I would like to dedicate today's release of animals to His Holiness the Dalai Lama and to His Eminence Kechara House Rinpoche, the Cancer of Shatse, and also His Eminence Kechara Rinpoche, His Eminence Kechara Kunsho Teri Rinpoche, and all my other lamas that I have received teachings from, and they have long life. I also dedicate it to all the students of KH and all the liaisons and all the volunteers and position holders. May they also have long life and health and happiness. And may a wonderful, positive, powerful animal shelter manifest in TKL in the future. That we may rescue and save the lives of many, many beings to be slaughtered or maimed or thrown out or abused. And may we create an awareness of vegetarianism. So KH has already opened a vegetarian restaurant, quite a successful, beautiful one, and that is to create awareness of not eating animals, of vegetarianism. So today was very beautiful because before we stepped out about an hour and a half ago, it rained quite heavy for about an hour, and just before we arrived, the rain has stopped. We can still hear the thunder. So I took that as a very auspicious omen of what we're going to do. And now while we just released the animals, the catfishes, and the cook, Chef Ao, was very kind because he showed us where to purchase these items, and he came along and he also told us that the catfishes are very hardy and they're very strong and they're very adaptable. So we have a very good hope and good chance that they will survive in this great lake. Afterwards, I'll have the cameraman take a picture of the lake and the extent of it and the park so that we'll know, you can see how big the place is. Again, may a beautiful animal shelter manifest in TKL. And may we, as an organization, Kechara House, inspire many, many people around the world, all over, to do the same. To rescue animals, to take care of animals, and to go vegetarian completely 100%. And being vegetarian is very close to developing the heart of compassion, or Ningji Chenpo. So if we wish to develop compassion, or the heart of compassion, is very important for us to start giving up our attachment to eating for the sake of pleasure alone, which may harm other beings. Eating for the sake of pleasure, which harms other beings. That's very important. So therefore, I'm very happy with the people who made the arrangements. Again, I would like to make this a monthly thing where we have Animal Liberation Day in Kechara House. And I would like all of our students and friends and volunteers and new friends to come along and join us in this beautiful, wonderful experience. And it's wonderful to bring your kids and show your kids and educate your kids on what is happening. Thank you. So I think we take a view of the lake and the surrounding scenes.
This is Chef Ao, the main chef of our Kechara Oasis restaurant, vegetarian restaurant. So he is the one that arranged today's fish to be released from the market, to be bought from the market and released.
And some of the land deities are more stronger than the birth deities. Some of the birth deities are stronger than the land deities. It depends on the area. Some areas, land deity is very calm and quiet. Some is very wrathful and fierce. Some is very jealous. Some is very kind, like people. To show respect to the land deity is good. To make offerings to them is good. But we don't actually take refuge in them or rely upon them. So therefore, what is important is once in a while we make an offering to the land deity where we come from and the area that we live. That's like making food to the fish. It's like making, if your neighbor has a wrathful dog, you give some food to the dog doesn't bark at you or bite you. That kind of making friendship too. Because why do we not rely on the land deities? We don't rely upon them because they also have died. They were humans and they have taken rebirth. And they will again die and take rebirth again. So they're just like us. They're stuck in the world in samsara. The only thing is they have clairvoyance because they don't have a physical body. They have a subtle body. The body can travel very fast to see what's going on. So it's like clairvoyance or clairvoyance. Example, some of us, when we sleep, we can leave our bodies and travel. During that time, we can travel quite fast, very quick, at the speed of thought. So there's a land deity in this area. Peaceful, quiet, I think male. So therefore, when we come here and we take care of his area, he's very happy. So he showed his sign. He showed his sign by making a light rain or some rainbows or sometimes a light breeze when there's no wind. They will show that kind of sign. Also, these land deities, they like people who have developed compassion. So if there's someone who comes that has developed real compassion or practicing real compassion, they also show signs. They're very, very, very happy. They like things like that because this kind of feeling soothes their mind. I am particularly very fond of all types of animals. I don't like them to be hurt or abused or slaughtered or eaten. I don't like it. And I feel that when we hurt animals, it's a sign of our cowardice because we have more power over them. So it's our cowardice and our lack of courage that we take abuse on animals. And maybe in the past, a couple of hundred years ago, the food, nutrients, and resources and all that was very limited. But now, in the modern world, especially in our country here, the food resources are very, very plentiful. So we can get our nutrients and protein and whatever our body needs from all other sources that we don't need to harm any animal. The tradition in China, of praying and dedicating themselves to Guan Yin and never harming an animal or taking flesh or bringing flesh into the temple is one of the best traditions I've ever heard. If we believe in Shakyamuni, Amitabha, Kuan Yin, Manjushri, their nature is the same, not to harm others. Therefore, the first fundamental step to developing Tsebe or compassion, the first fundamental step is outward. Outwardly means to take vows. When we take vows, we restrict our body, speech, and mind from doing actions that would be contrary to becoming close with them by nature and by physically close. Nature means to develop their character, and physically close means to have visions or see them. In Buddhism, when we say get close to a god or get close to a Buddha, there's two ways of looking at it. One is physically close, where they're guiding you and they're always around you. The real close is to become their nature. That's the ultimate closeness that we wish to gather together with enlightened beings, such as Kuan Yin or Manjushri. So therefore, one of the vows we take is not eating meat. People say, but Shakyamuni ate meat. So if Shakyamuni eats meat, it means we can't eat meat. But Shakyamuni did a lot of things that we can copy, but it won't have the same result. Example, if a great cook is in a restaurant with a knife cutting very fast, I can't go in there and copy him. I might cut my fingers off. It may look like it, but it's not the same. Because Shakyamuni, Manjushri, Kuan Yin is enlightened, any action that's associated with them would benefit that sentient being, even eating their flesh. Because Buddha is not eating from desire or attachment. Buddha is eating because someone offered out of great compassion. It benefits the offerer and the flesh. So therefore, if we purposely go kill and offer Buddha, of course that's not advisable. But if it's already dead and that's from their heart, they offer, the karma that they kill to offer the Buddha is there. But there's also good karma from offering to the Buddha. So it will benefit the animal and the being. But that's not to say we should go and kill to offer to the Buddha. For example, before we eat flesh, there's a mantra we recite. There's a mantra we recite. Example, we can recite Medicine Buddha's mantra. Teata Om Bekansi Bekansi Ma Bekansi Bekansi Raza Samakati Soha. Chenese or Kuan Yin's mantra Om Mani Padme Hum, and blow it on the flesh, and it will help the animal to take a good rebirth. So if blowing the mantra of a Buddha on an animal's flesh would benefit the animal, definitely if the flesh is eaten by the Buddha, it will be tremendous benefit. So if we recite Om Mani Padme Hum on the flesh before eating, and it benefits the flesh, that means the power of the mantra is by the power of the being the mantra represents, which is Kuan Yin. Therefore, Kuan Yin eats the flesh, it definitely benefits the flesh. Now, if we are the same, then we have to say Om Tsem Rinpoche Hom Pe, blow, Om Cook Hom Pe, Om, what's his name, KB Hom Pe, and blow, it should benefit animals. Since we blow our own mantra, it doesn't benefit. If we eat, also don't benefit, by the same logic. Example, his name is Ao. Om Ao Hom Pe, you blow, no effect, because he's not a Buddha. So if we recite Om Ao Hom Pe, there's no benefit for the animal. So therefore, if Ao eats the meat, also no benefit for the meat. So if we say Om Grass Hom Pe, Om Tree Hom Pe, and bless the meat, no blessing, because the tree and grass have no blessing. But if we say Om Mani Padme Hum, or we offer to Kuan Yin, the benefit is for the animal. Therefore, by that kind of logic, we can see if we eat the meat, it helps the meat or not. In the sutras, it mentions that animals don't have the capacity. Most animals, there are some exceptions, such as nagas. Most animals don't have the capacity to listen and understand the Dharma. But by the power of the Dharma, it's condensed. The power of the Dharma, or the words of the Dharma, is condensed into sound. That sound is mantra. When you recite and the animal hear it, when you recite and blow on the animal, directly or indirectly, it plants the seed of the Dharma to go inside their mind stream through their body. So the Buddha's speech arises from his enlightenment, his attainments. Then the attainments arise in the form of sound. That sound becomes word, the word becomes meaning, the meaning is called Dharma. Why do we call that Dharma? Because Dharma is transformation, but the transformation starts from hearing the attainments in the form of sound. That's why mantras and chakras have a lot of power. So different mantras represent different forms of enlightenment, or different forms of the enlightened mind. Hence, the different types of enlightenment comes in different form of mantras. The mantras have a lot of power. So if the mantra is invoking on one of the Buddhas, if it's recited with great compassion, a concern for others, then the mantra becomes very powerful, that it moves Dharma protectors' hearts, it moves the land gods' hearts, and it moves people's hearts. So therefore, if we're in an area where there's a land god, we recite the mantra with great concern for animals, for people, for the environment. The land god will feel very pleased because they hear the sound of something holy, a Buddha's mantra, and it's motivated by compassion. So that's very rare for them to hear and feel. Last time when I traveled in Malaysia for the first time to many cities and Dharma centers all over, when I arrived there would be many rainbows last time. I'm not saying I have compassion, but I'm saying that I wish to teach the Dharma from a good motivation. Perhaps that makes the land gods feel happy. Because I'm not teaching for money or fame or to win something. It's teaching sincerely, hoping the other person's mind will change. So therefore, in our organization we have 12 departments, and I'm very happy about the restaurant. Everybody who works in the restaurant, everybody who's involved in the restaurant collects merit. Because the purpose of the restaurant was not to be famous or make money. The purpose of the restaurant was to propagate our theory and our faith and our aspiration, which is vegetarianism. I think I've been in Malaysia for 17, 18 years. I think one of the most sincere and nicest person I've ever met has been Irene. One of the most sincere, meaning never wants something for herself, and very, very soft and very kind person. She's even come to the monastery and helped many old lamas and many old monks in the past with me, many, many times, from sickness. She'll raise funds and come and take the old lamas to the hospitals, get them healed, get their checkups, get their medication done many, many times. She will always send very healthy foods and medicines to the old monks in the monastery. And also, for me, she's helped me so much in Malaysia. She's one of my first students who helped me to promote what I'm teaching. I've never seen her cheat one person, or lie, or cheat, never. I've never seen. And also, she doesn't gossip one. My guru told her that in her previous life, she was my aunt. Her previous life, my previous life, our previous lives. So it seems we have strong affinity. And in our center, as we grow, I want to have an animal shelter. Our animal shelter cannot take care of all the animals. But what we do there, if we film and put on the internet and in movies, it'll inspire many people to do it. So we hope to do that. So what we did today, I'm very, very happy. Today I bought a lot of fish, and I dedicate for Dalai Lama to live long. Khyentse Jamba Yeshe Rinpoche to live long. Khyentse Lati Rinpoche to live long. Khyentse Khyentse Kunche Teri Rinpoche to live long. And all my lamas, all my students, and all the people who work in Kechara, like Kechara Oasis, everybody who works may have long life. And my sponsors and supporters, and myself. To have long life, to have health. So today I want to thank our wonderful chef to take our people to the wet market to show them where to buy. I thank him very much. And when I see the fish just now, I feel very, very happy. I'm very, very excited. So I just told these three ladies that I want to do this once a month. I want to do more than once a month, but I want to officially do once a month and make it a animal savings, animal liberation day. We do prayers, we arrange the lorries to come, we bring here, we let them go, we feed them. I want to do that every month, once a month, and encourage people to see and also bring their kids. I want to make it a cage event. And then weekly, she's already arranging for kids and cage members to come feed the turtles and feed the fish. I love liberating animals. I love when people take care of animals. I love when people are kind to animals. People who are kind and nice to animals are kind because animals cannot say thank you. So if we do that, it's sincere from our heart. In Buddhism, to do things with a motivation of no recognition is getting closer to the Buddha. But in today's world, in order to spread the message of not doing things with a motive of being recognized, we have to film ourselves and let people know. So it's contradictory, but good motivation anyway. Create awareness. After we finish everything, and I want to give a Dharma talk, then a rainbow appears. Very good sign. This one, in our Tibetan tradition, is extremely auspicious. What we did is good, and our intention for the future of what we have done today, animal shelter, is also very good. So the rainbow is a double sign. And our Dharma protector very pleased. So for animals we've liberated, when other high lamas and high teachers of all the lineages have long life, health, and excellence, may their teachings grow, may their entourage and sponsors grow. Where there's no Dharma, will we bring the Dharma? Where there's Dharma, may we make it stronger? Where there's a misunderstanding of Dharma, may we take on the responsibility to clear it. Especially may countless animals who suffer daily or tortured, beaten, killed, eaten, and slaughtered, and butchered daily, may they gain liberation, and may we be the causes of them to gain liberation and gain freedom. May we have a wonderful animal shelter in the future that will inspire thousands and thousands of animal shelter in the future to manifest, for people to take care of animals, love animals, and may vegetarianism grow to extreme heights and become mainstream and accepted. May Kechara's 12 departments grow. May TKL manifest to be a tremendous benefit in body, speech, and mind to sentient beings. Danso Jine Sabi Gawandi Tanda Jowa Kundang Tandang Tang Devan Jason Lozon Rabayi Lambe Himborin de Sanshish Jamju Senjo Rinpoche Mache Banan Jiji Chepane Bame Bayan Gonin Gonin Tawash Tony Tawan Rinpoche Mache Banan Jiji Chepane Bame Bayan Gonin Gonin Tawash Gawandi Nudeta Lama Sanje Jugune Jowa Jige Maloban Di Salam Bumash Juji Jabo Zongaba Juji Namba Bewaba Giji Jimo Shewang Dan Juji Malan Tamash 当当皆心就是当这位正经的人民，结果路上找本，天宝雨林宝举机刚的雷位或者为新刚的配合网络马路军位，现在希望电视讲座以下类似就报的天主。